it's just not possible. That's the position.
Hello everybody, welcome to your live watch along of AC Milan versus Napoli in Serie A. Let's go and get 3 points today. We lost Inter not so long ago at San Siro. Let's go and beat AC Milan, their nearest neighbours. And let's go and get the 3 points today. Let's go! Come on Napoli!
Anyway, we're going to have San Siro for a good long while.
Give you the Napoli side, which is Ospina. Then you got Malkit, Romani, Jesus, Di Lorenzo, Demi, Anguissa, Lozano, Ledinski, who is captain in the side today, Elmas, and up front, freaking Politano. And on the bench is Meret, Marfella, Gulag, Zanzoli, Lobotka, Mertens, who should be starting, Unas, and Politano. That's your Napoli team to face AC Milan today. The AC Milan side is as started. I can never pronounce some of these players, so sorry if I get some of these wrong. Maggian, ex-Lille, goalkeeper Ferenzi, Tomori, Ragmanoli, Ballo-Torre, Tonali, Kessier, Messias, Diaz, Nick, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. That is your team for AC Milan to play Napoli in Serie A, and those are your both lineups today. Go Napoli! 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 Napoli!
The Milan squad and directors out for a meal this week to celebrate the contract extension he signed in November. His opposite number, Luciano Spalletti, unbeaten in his 8 Serie A matches as a manager against Pioli. 6 wins.
There he is, Patrick Solinski.
He wasn't aware.
I love this guy. As a player, he's one of the players who I like, because I know he can be good. Like, I like Insigne, I like Mertens, but Solinski is, when we're not playing well, you always think he can step up to the plate and be that figure. And he does it, well.
In Italy is the referee tonight, Alejandro Paolo. It's worth mentioning will be the VAR official.
Napoli! 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 Napoli!
The latest name added to a lengthy list of Milan absentees. The French international has been suffering from flu-like symptoms. His absence accounts for one of 4 changes made to the 11 that began the 1-1 draw at Udinese. Ballo-Torre comes in at left back. Tonali and Kessie replace Bakayoko and Benacer in central midfield. Second league starter. Salamanca's drops to the bench. Spalletti said tongue-in-cheek yesterday that it would be quicker to list the players he does have available than those currently out injured. The big plus tonight, though, is the return to the starting lineup for the first time in around a month of Andre Frank Anguissa. Up front, there's a first league start of the season for Petagna, who's referred to Mertens.
That's what I don't like, the fact that Petagna is fucking starting
every league game this season until now. Well, the significance of tonight will certainly not be lost on those 2 men, Pioli of Milan and Spalletti, the Napoli head coach. These 2 clubs were certainly the early pace setters in Serie A this season. Milan and Napoli went unbeaten in the first 12 games of the Serie A season, with them threatening to pull away from the chasing pack at one point. But injuries and loss of form have caught up with both sides, each eager to regain lost momentum. It is a head-to-head.
Game is on the way. AC Milan versus Napoli in Serie A. Let's go.
Both would love to take points off a direct rival. We could be in for quite a night here, Tony.
You're absolutely right, simply because
Napoli,
of course, from that 5-0 win, stretched their lead at the top. So the 2 chasing teams play tonight.
Go on, boys!
A lot of players missing as well, so anything could happen, but such a big 3 points.
Good strength shown here by Petagna. He'll lead the line tonight for Napoli. That is a big call, isn't it, Tony, by Spalletti, to start that man with Mertens on the bench?
Absolutely. You think the experience that Mertens, of course, has got. How many goals he's scored for Napoli as well. But they've gone with a physical presence at the moment, no doubt.
Napoli!
Napoli!
Napoli! Napoli! Napoli!
Well.
Napoli!
They can be strong in both boxes. Maybe
One
that's
goes short.
Improved angle here for Gilles.
Have a crack!
It comes out to Malqui.
Oh, Lozano, what are you doing there? Hesitation! Oh, ref!
Romani on Ballo-Touré.
It's just like, you gotta keep going, keep the pressure going on the team. We gotta show what we are made of, we gotta show what the club's gonna be going forward. We just need to know when we're going forward and know if we're going back. But at the moment, we ain't doing what we're meant to do. And that is just play well. And at the moment, we are not showing. How is that another foul, ref? Oh.
Very different proposition.
Propositions. One we gave away a foul because Irving Lozano basically was just a bit lackadaisical on going towards the ball and just hesitated, and one was just a stupid challenge which shouldn't be made when you're reaching the centre of the field. It just makes no sense at all with life, and just it's just like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Just get it out, just get it out.
But from the flip side,
it's like,
a away win tonight would mean that they're both level on points.
It's like, just keep showing the passion. Well done, ref! Well done! Just keep pressure building. Like, what we gotta do is, the pressure has to be building. The pressure has to be going. The pressure has to do this and do that and do this and do that, and just show what we are doing is going right. But nothing much has happened yet.
In the early stages of the season, but this is first start in around a month.
And therein lies the problem, I think, for Napoli.
And at the moment, we're doing all right. We just got to keep playing the way we are and show what we're capable of. And if we can get chances in this game, then I'll probably take some chances. But if we can't and we play poor, then the questions are going to be answered. But we just got to wait and see how it goes. But so far, I'm not going to be saying much about the performance.
Since then, it's all gone wrong.
Lozano. There is some talk, by the way, in terms of Osimhen, that he could be back earlier than had been expected. He's had a special mask made, apparently, that could speed up his.
We're just gonna play well, play with a bit of passion, play with a bit of. Now.
Almost 4 minutes gone here at San Siro.
Come on, boys!
Zielinski to take
Come on, put the ball in the box. So I get your head onto it. So the blue, get your head onto the ball. Go on, yes, yeah, yeah. Come on, come on, oh, come on. Edric Elmas, the North Macedonian, is 1-0 at San Siro again. AC 2 Napoli, but this time, let's not fucking bottle it. Come on. Come on!
For a set piece, Milan will not
We're coming for you, Inter! We're coming for you, Inter! Come on!
Superb. I just wonder.
Get in!
Nearest the ball, just drifts towards the ball as well.
Get in there! It's Napoli 1! AC Milan 0!
So
come on!
A standing leap as well. Gets there first.
Just brilliant fish.
Goes to the near post, opens the gap up. Good header down, low.
It's Napoli 1! AC Milan 0!
I've been a doubt for this game with a bruised shin.
Come on!
And it's Elmas.
And it is 1-0. 1-0 Napoli.
Milan looking a little stretched here. Petagna calling for it on the edge of the box. Zielinski is there as well. And goal scorer Elmas just held on to that for too long. How stretched the game is here, as now it's Milan who race forward.
Come on, boys!
Arriving on the edge of the box. Brahim Diaz. Anywhere will do for Chucky Lozano.
Bizarre clearance that was.
It was bizarre.
Danger, got there. Simply brought it down or passed to his own player, but
it's just bizarre. But 5 minutes in, or 6 minutes in now, sorry. It's Napoli 1.
You can see why.
AC Milan 0 in Serie A. It's a great start from the boys. Great start.
Understanding out there between teammates on the pitch, so it's going to take a while to see who.
It's just a good start from the boys. We're just going to keep going.
It's been Napoli.
That said, coming into this, Stefano Pioli, that in his words, they must raise the level of performance that they've been showing of late. Milan. It's been a fairly slow start from the.
Just got to keep going.
But though here from Napoli on the attack again. Zielinski finds Malqui. Lozano's gone into a central area. Patania's in the box here as well.
Come on!
It's Lozano.
Oh, lucky! Unlucky.
Romagnoli puts it out for a throw-in, but this has been a positive start from Napoli.
It has, but there's a prime example of Milan just all over the place. Toure was back next to Romagnoli.
So far, we're showing that we mean business. We're showing that we do mean business today. Well, we're showing life. Life gives you leverage, gives you lemonade. Go on, Malqui. Oh, lucky.
For another throw-in here to Napoli.
Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going.
Rescue a late point at Udinese last weekend. Drew 1-1. Napoli, though, beaten 1-0 at home by Empoli. Cutrone.
Just keep going. Just keep going. Napoli. 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 Napoli.
It's Elmas who's put Napoli in front inside 5 minutes here. That was from a corner. And
just keep going. Just keep going.
Take it short. Zielinski.
Go on! Go on!
Post and they're
Oh! Oh!
It was on Giso. Looked to try and.
How was that no corner, ref? How is that no corner?
Well, once again, just the ball in the box is causing Milan all sorts of problems. It does go to the far post. It's Napoli who win it again, but they'll be delighted to get away with a free kick here. As the ball comes back in, just step towards goal, offside. I think is what the decision is, Patania, but Milan have to sort that out.
Krunic, Diaz.
Boys, keep going, boys, keep going.
Macias, Tonali with the early cross, Ibrahimovic with the chest down. Zongisa, who got it clear, and then a clash of heads involving Patania.
We just need to be physical. We're doing the physical side of the game at the moment. We're playing physical, but we're just going to keep going for it. Let's keep showing the pressure that we got and see what we can do.
Ball in. The movement from Patania just opens up that little gap, but Ibrahimovic and Tonali, neither of those could get in front of the goal scorer Elmas. They were made to pay.
Just wonder, don't you, between now and the end of the season, how much Milan are going to miss the calming presence of Simon Kjær in the heart of that defence. Has had ACL surgery, expected to be out for around 6 months, but he's been so good, hasn't he? What a bargain signing he was.
Well, he makes others around him good, he organises, calms things down, and you're quite right, he's got so much experience, sees the danger and sorts it out, but they're going to have to find someone else to do that tonight.
Juan Jesus. Di Lorenzo. Playing on the opposite flank tonight, Di Lorenzo with Mario Rui unavailable. Both those players have started every league game this season.
Guys, if you want to put some questions in the chat, I'm happy to answer any questions you guys put in front of me. Napoli 1, AC Milan 0.
Referee sign language for that's your final warning.
Yeah, absolutely. Normally these days, you don't get a final warning either, go straight into the book. So then they get away with that one.
Diaz. Junior Macias. Krunic was waiting for that, and Ibrahimovic will try and make something of it.
Well done!
Patania. I have to say, was excellent in Napoli's win over Leicester on matchday 6 in the Europa League. Led the line very well indeed that night, brought others into play. We'll look to do similar tonight. Dema.
So to see, keep going.
Napoli have lost their last 2 league games. They haven't lost more than 2 on the bounce in Serie A since January of 2020. That was under Gattuso. Although Spalletti has been serving a touchline suspension the last 2 games, and he suggested that some of the performance level may have been down to the fact that he wasn't on the touchline. Said that rather let everybody down by getting that suspension and it won't happen again.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Milan to kick into gear. Not really started this game very well, that's all, but still plenty of minutes left to get themselves back in the game. But really have to get their midfielders. Tonali's not really on the ball in the right areas. Try and ask a few questions. This Napoli defence, this makeshift defence.
Come on, boys!
Tony as well this season. The full-backs, when fit, Calabria and Teo Hernandez have been a big part of what Milan look to do. With both of them unavailable, it takes a lot away from them, doesn't it?
It does, and they're playing.
Keep pressurising and do what we can do. But if you guys are enjoying the stream, hit the like button, don't forget the thumbs up button to get to like. So subscribe if you are new. It's Napoli 0, Napoli 1, AC Milan 0 in Serie A. So at the moment it's going all well. The game's actually ebbing and flowing, it's end to end. It's just at the moment going well. It's just got to wait and see what happens now between now and 90 minutes. They're asking for handball, but also we have a player down, and Di Lorenzo is down inside the Milan penalty area, and I don't know what for, but I'm hoping it's not too bad.
As the ball comes in, I'm just looking at Romagnoli, who should have headed the ball but missed it completely. It's actually Krunic.
But guys, put questions in the chat. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys put in front of me. Hit the thumbs up button, like, subscribe if you are new. Come on, Napoli! It's got to show passion. We just got to show the intensity within the squad, and hopefully we can get this result. That even
Napoli player to play every minute in the league this season.
We just got to keep doing what we're doing. That's all we can do at the moment.
Nice, lovely skill by Elmas.
Go on, Elmas!
To keep this in.
Got outpaced.
Good recovery though by Florenzi.
Well done, Anguissa. Or was that Jesus?
Well, that's a great piece of skill, you're right, on the far side. Hasn't got the speed though to get away from Florenzi, nor has Diaz to get away from Jesus.
Come on, boys!
See you later.
Keep pressure going. Just keep going.
Krunic lost the boot. Man's not happy.
And nor should he be. His team really haven't.
Come on, boys, let's get in the game. Let's get going. We are playing very well. It's just that we just got to try and make it difficult for Milan to get in the game. And that's what we can try and do. Is try the best thing we can. If you guys want to put any questions, say hi, say hello, put anything in the chat, you are welcome. And you also get a shout out as well from me.
On 39 with 2 to play, go to Empoli on Wednesday.
If we can get this win, I think it will shock a lot of people, because I don't think a lot of people would be expecting Napoli to go to San Siro and get a win against AC Milan after we went and played Inter Milan a few weeks ago and couldn't win.
Just after that challenge on Tonali.
There's a bit of needle out there, isn't there? And just got to be careful. Malqui initially here.
I don't think it does anything wrong in that challenge. I don't think Malqui does anything wrong in that challenge. It just...
Demmer as well. Falling and kneeing him in the head. We'll see him come on, no doubt.
It just makes it... we're playing all right. We're doing all... Well, Elmas scored at about 5 minutes. Since then, I don't think we had a chance since AC Milan have not had a shot. Napoli have had one shot, which has been the goal. But apart from that... Oh, it's a corner. Corner to AC Milan. Hopefully it doesn't cause anything silly.
Tonali okay after that. Everton knock to the head.
Just try and do as much as we can, but we can only do what we can do and just hope something less
5 minutes at the
doesn't happen.
Deep one from Tonali, and it was Ibrahimovic arriving at the back post.
Well done, Ospina.
Just put off with a touch, I think, from Ospina. Did he get a little touch? Probably did. Di Lorenzo managed another one as well, but such an important game. Of course, with Inter 4 points clear of Milan, if that gap starts to open up, problems.
Kessie to run down the left here from Ballo-Touré. Here he is now. Plenty arriving in the box here. Great delivery and only just wide.
Nearly a goal for Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
He knows that was close.
Excellent.
Nearly 1-1 there.
Just put it into an area.
The marking there was shocking. I want to
see what he can do, and he
one of these let Ibrahimovic have a free header.
Timing the run's perfect.
Should have been better. Should have been better. He stuck with him. It was just he let him get to there, get head to it when we shouldn't have let him get to it first.
That he was set to join Napoli before he eventually decided against that and joined Milan instead. Krunic with the ball into the box. Brahim Diaz, maybe one pass too many.
Just a little surprised that Ibrahimovic didn't go himself. And that's right, he was about to join Napoli. Ancelotti got the sack. He had second thoughts and went back to Milan.
He said the thing that helped him make up his mind to join Milan was when they got thumped 5-0 that day by Atalanta in Bergamo. I think he saw it as a challenge, perhaps.
Come on, Napoli. Hang on.
With the heading
I don't need to keep saying hang on because there's still so much time left in this game.
Clear for Napoli. Bit better this now from Milan. Tonali. Ballo-Touré. Romagnoli. Brought down by Junior Macias. Florenzi's continued his burst forwards from Kessie.
Guys, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to like, sub and subscribe if you are new. Just nervous tensions, even though you want to up. Anything can happen in the game. Just don't let him get into the rhythm. Just don't let Milan get into a rhythm. Offside.
Goodbye, Lozano. The flag had already gone up.
Offside, but really good play at least. Good one-touch football. Nebra just the ball through to Florenzi. Just offside, but it's better. At least they are making a bit of fist of it now, pushing Napoli back and asking a question or two.
He was on form in his press conference. Luciano Spalletti talked about the need for Napoli to play as a strong team tonight. And he said,
we just need to play well. That's all we need to do is play with passion, play with heart, and at the moment we're trying to do as much as we can. We're trying to show what we can do.
Well, so far, I must admit, it's not looking fairly comfortable, but Milan can do a lot better. Well, Florenzi won't allow Elmas any time and space after a bit of trickery a few minutes earlier. Nice and tight.
So like at the moment we're playing alright, we're doing what we can do in certain areas. And if you guys want to go and follow me on Instagram, then also like the YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Krunic and Kessie got in each other's way a bit there. Zielinski.
So at the moment, let's go, let's do this, do that, do this, do that. Mantra, but at the moment we're doing all right. At the moment we're showing what we can do.
Into the path here of Krunic, and it falls instead for Brahim Diaz. Alature, offside flag up.
Offside again. A lot of mistakes out there. No one really controlling things. Ibra turns away, disgusted. Alature just too far ahead. Back four.
Have that Zlatan Ibrahimovic, you absolute tosser.
Averaged a goal every 88 minutes in Serie A this season. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, not bad for 40, that is it.
Oh, that's phenomenal. Really is. 7 goals, 10 games.
40, bugger off and retire.
Something of a freak.
Your days are numbered, you old codger.
They said they want to use his body for medical research, they were saying. And sometime or another, here's Tomori. Lorenzo with the header.
Come on.
I've not had the call yet for my body to be used for medical research. I wouldn't want.
Why does actually do something?
Romani.
Instead of just playing it around the back. That's a foul, ref. Referee, you biased twat.
Quickly here, Milan. Ibrahimovic.
Well done, Jesus.
Straight into Jesus.
I have my doubts about you, but you actually turn out to be a good defender.
Florenzi.
Is that Romani who I don't like?
From Kessie has a go.
Hey, sit down.
Long way out. Always difficult to.
Sit down, Kessie, you shite.
But you can see how Milan are trying to play. Get the ball into Ibrahimovic. It's not going to go beyond the back four. This time, the Big Swede did hold it off, lay it off. Kessie unfortunately couldn't then hit the target.
And he needed running courage and solutions tonight. Spalletti. He'd be pretty happy.
At the moment, Spalletti, you are getting my love. At the moment, because you've actually something worked for once.
Patania. Dema.
Still can't believe we're starting that useless wearing down muscle of shite called Patania, but he got an assist, so I don't really care. For once.
Milan now 3 games unbeaten in Serie A.
Come on.
Over Genoa, Salernitana, and draw Udinese as well. I have to say, this is a fixture that Napoli have had much the better of overall in recent years. I had to double check this when I read it, but Milan have only won 1 of their last 13 Serie A meetings with Napoli. That was in November 2020. 5 draws and 7 wins for Napoli in that time.
Well, don't let mine get a foothold in this game.
It doesn't make sense, but they certainly enjoy coming here.
All it went from Florenzi.
Come on.
Krunic won the header.
Well done.
Lozano in a central midfield position momentarily. Romani.
You know you got to be going upfield, not keep going backwards.
And it set Lozano on his way.
Oh, you twat! You twat! You Mexican twat!
It's a heavy touch, and he's been having a physical battle with Alature, but let's get back to playing football.
He's had a solid start, Malqui, man who's not seen a great deal of football this season. It's only his second start in the league in the campaign.
Brilliant. That's because of the form, of course, of Di Lorenzo, who's had to swap to left back. I played as full back. I once went the opposite side to right back. It lasted 45 minutes, and that didn't go well.
Come on, don't let him get in the game. Don't let him get in the game. Well done.
Kessie.
Why do that? Why?
A bit wayward, but Malqui brought it down nicely enough.
Florence are actually doing all right.
About that record that Napoli had against Milan. Last time Milan won at home against Napoli in Serie A was in December 2014. That was under Pippo Inzaghi. Jeremy Menez was one of the scorers that day.
Oh.
Macias. Gemma, the defensive header.
Well done, Spinner.
Ospina with a comfortable claim. Tonali. Florenzi. Kayo Tomori, who was back home for a short visit this week, visited his old school in Gravesend.
What an absolute boring pile of shite for 2 hours that I watched.
Present to the school and the kids there. I'm sure they very much enjoyed that visit.
For me, the game should have even gone ahead.
Jesus to Ongisa. Dema.
Because we had another 2 players pulled out due to positive tests. The manager asked for it to be called off, and the Premier League went and said no. But it's getting to the point where it's getting stupid now that teams are asking and they're getting it called off, but then when other teams do it, they get told no. Which is actually is unfair.
The referee might want a word here.
But that's really said to me that he thinks next week's Premier League game's not going to go ahead because Villa have already had their game called off, so it's more than likely that's not going ahead, and he thinks Brentford won't go ahead either. And I do agree. And actually for us it would actually be a good thing for the players. Because it means some of the players can get back fit as well.
So far from Davide Massa.
Yes, it certainly has. This is not really vintage from
First half Chelsea were absolutely shocking. Second half we were so much better, but should have at least scored in the second half.
A huge 3 points.
The only difference, even like commentators were saying, there's nothing that we could have done. The thing that we're missing is we're missing strikers, and we can't help it if they're out due to something that's out of the club's hands. So we have to go with what we got. So I think
because of that, play stopped.
Except that I would have taken a point at the end of the day with the squad that we've got.
Tomori. Balotelli.
Yeah, they did. They tried to do more. It was just the difference was they had 5 in midfield. We only had 3, which didn't really help because you're gonna get overlapped in midfield when you got less players in midfield than they have. So it didn't work well. And that was when we would get the problem that we had.
Milan looking to come from behind here against the side with the best defensive record in the league so far this season. 13 goals conceded in 17 games by Napoli.
And I'm just happy that at least it's a clean sheet for us because we don't have a lot of them.
Just about able to bring
Go on! Ah, you
body,
bastard!
A good block by Balotelli.
That's better from Lozano. Actually overran the ball. His run was ahead of it. Still managed to get it under control.
Kessie.
Yeah, because Thomas Tuchel has come out and said that he's not there. No one's going to be training at the actual training ground for Wednesday's game.
But the pass not good enough to reach him.
Cause they put up that they said they'll give him, let all the players go home and then basically just come on Wednesday for the game. So basically they'll train at home between now and then, which is a bit more safer, I think. And I think most teams should be, they have to train from home to make more safer for them and family wise.
In support.
Come on, if we can get a second, then that'd be great.
Tamori's header, and then back it goes to.
I wasn't expecting this to be happening right now.
Whether they pick the ball out of the back of his net.
I'm surprised you're not on FIFA.
To do.
For the first 5 or 10 minutes, certainly Milan had more possession.
Yeah, and also I'm surprised by this because I didn't expect to see this at this point in the game.
Balotore.
I was expecting this game at halfway point of Napoli versus AC Milan to be 0-0. Didn't expect an early goal. Came as a surprise.
Serie in the Milan squad.
And Battaglia got an assist.
Messias here just pulls back to Lorenzo.
Yeah, but it was from a corner, so he managed to get his head to it, and Elmas managed to score.
Seems to be losing the faith there, doesn't he?
And Spalletti has blamed himself why Napoli have didn't win their last game. They say not put the blame on the players, put the blame on him, because he said that he shouldn't have got the ban. That might not have helped the players.
Produced
no, but
first of the game.
Yeah, but I like him that he's like honest and saying that don't blame them, blame me.
Stop that with his hand.
That's what
on purpose.
And I'm going to give respect to the other game that happened today because it was such an absolute barnstormer. Liverpool versus Spurs. That game was entertaining.
Certainly there.
But I do have to agree that there should have been 2 sending offs, not 1.
So 6 on the edge of the box here for Milan, one of them the captain, Romagnoli.
And apparently in the Chelsea game we should have had a penalty right at the end.
Sandro Tonali to take this for the Rossoneri. Jesus had it clear, and it came out to be struck. And only just
nearly 1-1.
They certainly had Ospina worried the effort from Florenzi.
Left foot from Florenzi as well. It was an excellent strike, caught it well.
Just wide, nearly 1-1 there, folks.
Goal. Lots more Serie A action coming up for you this midweek. Udinese against Salernitana Tuesday, tea time, that's on BT Sport 2.
And
then Juventus in action as well in Turin against Cagliari, struggling Cagliari. 7:30 on Tuesday, full midweek of action on BT Sport. Atalanta head to Andrei Shevchenko's Genoa.
Come on, boys.
Meeting at Marassi Tuesday, 7:45 on 3.
One boy.
These are 2 title challengers who have been on the wane a little of late since the beginning of November. Milan have picked up 8 points from 6 games, Napoli 5, ranking them 10th and 16th respectively in Serie A during that time. That shows you how they've dropped off.
Napoli! Napoli! Napoli!
Napoli
Napoli!
here before half-time. Final 10 minutes of the half. Messias, how busy it is in that box.
Just keep defending.
Florenzi. Messias hits it first time. Cleared by Lozano. Given away by Romagnoli to Zielinski.
Given away again. No real rhythm to Napoli's play now. They can't seem to keep hold of the ball, but Milan, in that last attack, there were 6 Milan players in the box, so get it in there, get some service, ask some questions in the Napoli defence.
They look so solid defensively now in
boy.
the early stages of the season. Have been looking more vulnerable of late. They faced, I was reading, 28 shots in their first 5 league matches. In their last 5, I should say, 28 shots on target in their last 5 league games. They've faced 11 in total in the previous 5. It's a massive change, that, isn't it?
It is. I think when you start swapping around players in that,
We just
back
need to
four,
start playing, but at the moment we're trying our best, but so
as
far,
well, things aren't going to change. It's natural.
so far, I don't know, the difference is that we're actually starting playing better.
Zielinski.
It's like we're trying something, but it might not work, but we're trying the best we can.
Trying to hold off Florenzi. Really well.
How's that a foul? I don't know.
Fullback against fullback.
Clever. Really was clever from Florenzi. He's just going to hit his leg there and scoop it back. As well as Di Lorenzo, unfortunately, just tugs him
It's
back.
a bit
Well, cheap free kick.
interesting that challenge was, but it's just like at the moment trying our best to try and get the play moving, get the masses going. But at the moment it's 0-0. It's 1-0 to Napoli. Elmas with the goal in 5 minutes, so
Tamori.
I will say this: we will have to get a second. If we can get a second goal in this game, I would say we would have the 3 points in the bag. But that all depends if we can get the 3 points.
With the header.
We can get a second. If AC Milan get an equaliser, then it will be from a mistake or something. Because defensively, we are playing solidly defensively right now, and proving that we can match anyone stride for stride.
Florenzi.
Corner to AC Milan. 38 minutes played. 1-0 Napoli.
Krunic providing good movement. You know where Krunic is going to be normally central at that back post, so someone else must take.
It's like we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to do this, we got to do that. But at the moment, we are playing really well and honest. I'm being really honest.
Fired in by Macias.
Well done, Ospina!
Comfortable there for Spina.
Come on, Napoli! Let's get to half time 1-0 up. 1-0 up and keep the.
The other day that Ospina's current contract is up in the summer. Can talk to clubs next month. The same with Romagnoli at Milan, Kessie at Milan as well. A lot of contract negotiations will be going on behind the scenes at clubs right across Europe at the moment. There are potentially some really big names whose deals run out this summer.
Well, it's never a good sign from a club's point of view, certainly if the players getting to their last 6 months of their contract.
Lozano.
Because at the moment, it is 1-0. We haven't seen a lot of chances at the moment, but let's see if Napoli can create something before half time. Another decent opportunity.
Napoli not really overextended themselves, Napoli, since getting that early goal.
We're just trying the best we can and do what we can do.
No, but even on the counter-attack, they haven't really looked as sharp or as dangerous as the first 5 or 10 minutes. Elmas has hardly touched the ball on the left-hand side, and Lozano, yes, he's doing some work up and down, but getting on the ball and testing Palature hasn't done that much either.
Remarkable record that Spalletti has against tonight's opponent. Unbeaten in his last 13 Serie A games.
We've got to keep going for it. We're playing not bad. We just got to keep going in the phrases or mind of how we're playing.
2006.
And it will slightly prove to us why we are so good. But
Krunic across to take it off Malqui. Touch from Ibrahimovic to Macias. Showing too much of it to Jesus.
Go on, Lozano!
Lozano as Britannia bursts into the box.
Lozano shoots! Oh! Double shot by Lozano, blocked.
Great chance that for Napoli.
There was with a great block from Tamori, right at the depth. That was better from Lozano this time, coming in, making something happen.
That touch on his chest was quite something. Jesus. Rahman. Lozano felt he was pushed there by Ballo-Touré. Given away so cheaply there by Kessie.
It's going to show what we can do, but at the moment...
Eljif Elmas, Piotr Zielinski, and Lozano on the turn and off target.
Never getting around that. Get his foot wrapped over it to get it on target. Here earlier, it's a great piece of play. Ballo-Touré looking at the board, didn't see where the man was. And when eventually the second shot comes in, Tamori does fantastically well just to throw himself at it. Good defending.
Come on, boys!
Brahim Diaz, who was tripped by Diego Dema, felt that challenge as well.
Two players trying to stop Diaz. It's been lively, but can't get the ball in the last third where he'd like to make something happen.
Some interesting comments from Stefano Pioli about Brahim Diaz and his dip in form of late. He was saying, the coach, that it's possible that COVID has taken something away from him.
Well, there's a number of players like that that have had COVID. They come back and just leaves you 1 or 2% below par, and that makes all the difference.
Great touch there by Krunic, and wide it goes now to Ballo-Touré. Big appeals there.
Offside, I think, is that what is being given, but no doubt he's feeling a lucky boy, Rahmani, because he falls to the ground with a push and does handball it. Not a lot he can do, but the initial push, no doubt, was from Ibrahimovic.
Say that he didn't have any idea where the ball was.
He didn't, but to be fair, he tried to get it out the way as well. Unfortunately, it hits him on the way through. That would have been one of the most unluckiest penalties ever.
Di Lorenzo, final minute of the half. Goes
come on, Napoli!
Made of it so far, Tony.
Hasn't been free flying, has it? You can see the two sides trying to find their form, but also you know that the new players in there, nothing is coming as it should. But Milan, can they do something here?
Macias has it taken away from him by Juan Jesus. He's played well in that Napoli defence so far.
He has. They've been solid at the back and they got their early goal, but just not really done anything more than they need to.
No added time then at the end of the first half. Eljif Elmas with his second league goal of the season. Just 5 minutes in, a header at the near post from a corner. And Milan have been nowhere near their best. Really.
Half time, AC Milan 0, Napoli 1.
It is Milan 0, Napoli 1.
Can England hold on for a famous draw at Adelaide after losing Joe Root on the last...
Still, Napoli is at half time. It's 1-0. So, how is everyone? Put some questions in the chat. So, folks, that's for you guys to vote on another poll. Say what you guys think of the first half. So, bit surprised to my knowledge, it was a bit of a shock. Guys, put questions in the chat. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys put in front of me. I'm just putting a post on my Instagram account during half time. For you guys are not watching the stream, so if you guys want to look on the post, it will be on there in not long. So how's everyone? So, how is everyone? Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. You guys like the stream with the thumbs up button. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you are new to the channel. It's just at the moment, we've got to play with a bit of passion, got to play with heart, and got to play with... So, Napoli are 1-0 up at half-time.
All about San Siro, where Milan are taking on Napoli, the visitors, with the early lead. James Horncastle here. James, I want to ask you about your 4-3 prediction, which is not looking good right now. Let's instead focus on that early goal, the fastest goal that Napoli have scored in Serie A since 2012.
Wow. Well, I mean, from a corner kick, seen Milan concede all too often from these recently. You think of that Tatarusano error against Fiorentina. You also think of the one against Sassuolo. Tonali should be more alert there for me. It's an out-swinging corner from Zielinski to Elmas, but Tonali, you know, watching Elmas rather than the ball, doesn't come out too quickly for it. Should do better.
You guys vote on the poll, what you guys think.
We've had on target so far between these two teams in a must-win game for them both, into beginning to run away with things a little bit in the title race. As it stands, Napoli have moved level on points with Milan and into second place, 4 points behind Inter. But so you can understand why they maybe feels like they sat back a little bit more in that first half and let Milan come on to them.
It did a little bit, but I've been disappointed by Napoli in terms of we haven't seen Lozano on the counter-attack against Foda Ballatore. We've seen very little in the way of creativity.
I'm always all right.
Field. At the moment, what's the point of Pitania? You know, I mean, I think if they had more possession higher up the pitch, he would
we ain't
kind
shite.
of pivot that they could work off, but they haven't been able to do that because I just don't think, you know, without Fabian Ruiz and Lobotka in midfield, they just haven't been able to have a real creative foothold in the game, really.
On the other side of things, for Milan, what would have you made of Zlatan Ibrahimovic's first half?
I mean, Zlatan's had a couple of glancing headers. I mean, you see Ballatore with the cross
Shite.
there. Good pass to release for the Ballatore from Kessie. But I mean, as much as we see Teo cross, Teo would, he runs inside and collapses the middle. We haven't seen that.
There's a chance here from Florenzi, which he certainly gets
1-0 Napoli at half-time.
A few times he's got forward. This is why we haven't seen Junior Macias so far this game. Macias, one of the players who's good at dribbling, good in 1v1s. But because Florenzi's not getting forward, we're not seeing anything from Macias. So I think if I'm Stefano Pioli, I'm putting Kalulu in for Florenzi second half, and I'm bringing on Benacer because ultimately Benacer is someone who can find players between the lines. He can activate the likes of Brahim Diaz. So yeah, I hope to see more from Pioli in the second half, really.
All right. Well, it's delicately poised, I'll say that for it. At San Siro, just one goal between the two teams, but Napoli, as it stands, racing towards 3 points that would put them back into second spot. We'll be back with the second half after this.
Yeah. Cutting in shite. Wow. Yep. Ha. Oh, the key to that can't even keep the clean sheet against Napoli. Way. Give me the big one about a keeper who can't keep a clean sheet. If we're just up and around there, but we don't win it, then at least they've done better than last season. Last season, Napoli finished 5th. So if we finish higher than 5th, then we've done better than last season. And Ibrahimovic, you are shite. Oh, Ibrahimovic, you are shite. He did bugger all in the first half. He's on the bench. He's on the bench, but Britannia but Britannia got an assist, so I'm not really care for a goal. That means we're winning. If we were shy, why we're winning? No, I don't.
Both of them 4 points behind Inter, who are set to be crowned winter champions, which obviously means nothing, but it's still nice all the same. Anyway, Milan with some thinking to do. Quick mention for the fact that we're going to be back in Adelaide tonight, with England facing a seemingly impossible task as they look to avoid defeat in the second test. Don't forget, if you miss any of the Ashes action this winter, you can catch up with Ashes Daily, which will be live after each day's play, discussing all of the talking points. All right then. For a Napoli side who've been, after we saw the Banana mention that terrific performance they put in against Lazio a month ago when they beat them 4-0, some of the best football we've seen in ages. They've been shipping goals all over.
Yeah.
For them to be as resolute as they were in that first half, some of that's down to Milan, but Spalletti will be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I think so, James. I mean, they are without Koulibaly.
Oh no.
Shit,
he's definitely a shit house.
Between the lines. A bit of a surprise that they let Manolas go this week.
Why was it rigged?
Got 3 starting centre-backs, so we've seen Jan Jesus and Rahmani. Jan Jesus hasn't really been tested tonight. I would like to see Ibrahimovic get up against him a little bit more. You mentioned that wonderful 4-0 win against Lazio, one of the performances of the season by anyone in Serie A. As much as we've been talking up Inter, that Napoli performance was great, but Fabian was there in that game, and Mertens as well. Let's see if we see some Mertens. I think he brings an agility to their attack that at the moment Petagna is just not giving. I don't think that's any fault of Petagna. It's just that they haven't really been able to get up the pitch and sustain possession there. So,
Wow.
yeah, some things for the coaches to mull over. I mean, we've seen Bakayoko, Kalulu, and Gabbia warming up for Milan. But so far,
If it turned out that fight should have been stopped early.
Milan has been those telescopic Mike Maignan long balls from the back when he almost released Junior Messias. They need to do that. Midfield players, I think, need to.
If it wasn't,
more in that
yeah.
respect.
All right, Stefano Pioli has had his half-time chat with the players. Let's see what they can do to recover the situation. 1 goal down against Napoli.
Sounds like he's a dodgy boxer.
Let's rejoin our commentators.
No dodgy.
Tony Dorigo and first of all,
What?
Adam Somerset.
Thanks, James. Yeah, big 45 minutes.
I don't know. I wasn't watching it.
In terms of the race for the Scudetto, Inter looking so good. So
No, that guy can fuck off. That guy doesn't have a life. That guy only talks shite.
One of those watching on
He
tonight.
does. He only bigs himself up, and if he loses, he's not a sportsman.
Only the pace that Inter are setting, it just emphasises even more how important it is for both of these sides this next 45 minutes.
It's absolutely huge, yes.
Wow.
Big points, and you think it could be a 4-point gap at the top for Inter.
Yep.
Just beating team after team, but looking really solid doing it as well. And scoring plenty going forward.
Conor McGregor will not fight him.
Here is two teams just trying to find their form, really struggling with it, but 3 points will give them plenty of confidence, really turn things around.
Just one win
Yeah.
in their last 5 home games in all competitions for Milan. 2 draws, 2 defeats in that time. Their only victory.
So basically, he's disrespecting the entire nation on that front. Then he's not just disrespected one person; he's disrespected the nation.
The opportunity to create for Ibrahimovic.
Yeah. What you do is you can say anything about a person, but you do not put a national flag of a nation and then go and say something like that, because it's not just like you're saying it to him. You then, by putting that flag on, it means you're saying it to a whole nation, which is disrespectful. Because what happens if you're friends with anyone who's Brit, who is from that country, then you've offended their best friends. That's why I wouldn't say anything bad say about Americans, because we have a good relationship with them.
It's not free flowing, is it? Unfortunately, we've seen.
Just that he's an idiot and thinks he can get away with saying whatever he wants.
Certain players out, it's becoming that much more difficult to play like that, but still trying.
I'm glad that I am not a part of a newspaper firm, because I would go out on that. I would have gone to Mitch. That's why I'm glad I'm not part of a newspaper firm, because I think I would have gone at him to try and make it that he's slandering the whole nation, because basically to make him that he deserves it. Because all he basically had to do was just put whatever writing you want to put on it, put Tommy Fury's name, and that's it.
Fewer injuries, something that may well be disputed. And injuries just catching up with them and Napoli at the moment. The away side, arguably.
That Lewis won his fight in UFC.
But there are some notable ones with Milan as well.
And now he's got the outright record for most knockouts in UFC history.
Yeah, so I think you're right. I think Milan, those are important players, but when you look at Napoli, it's the spine of the side. It's their best striker, Osimhen, by a mile. Fabian Ruiz, their best midfielder, Koulibaly, their leader at the back. So it certainly is difficult. Even mentioned Insigne and others. So you know, some quality players missing from both sides.
Zielinski, Catania beyond him. Well recovered by Tonali.
Just about one trick too much from Zielinski. Tried to knock it through the legs of the defender.
One of the commentators for Serie A is ex-Chelsea. It's Tony Dorigo.
Can he use it? Maybe pick out Ibrahimovic. Here is Ibrahimovic.
What a save! Well done, spinner.
Great save. Oh, what a save that is. That's going into the near top corner. And Spina somehow gets his right arm up so quickly, and just reaction makes the ball deviate over the bar. It's a wonderful stop. Great effort as well from Ibrahimovic.
It is a stunning stop that from David Ospina. Can they get some momentum here, Milan? A corner to try and make the most of. Lozano headed clear, being picked up here by Macias.
Come on, it's not late. Milan get back into this game. We need to get a second somehow.
Di Lorenzo. Algefelmas. Tamori read what was coming there. Looking for Brahim Diaz. A bit of a physical mismatch with Jan Jesus. Ongisa.
Why are you doing a long pass up to Patania, the guy who looks like he runs like a headless chicken?
Need us to get going, Patania, so that's no good. Need to get it to his feet. He can hold it up, bring others into play, then get him in the box.
Krunic. Macias.
Hold on a spinner again.
Ospina.
We've seen Macias before, haven't we? When he gets the ball, takes players on, really makes things happen. I've seen him do that enough, and there wasn't really confident to give it a right good go and push the fullback back into the box.
Lozano plays it through here for Patania. Sliding in was Fikayo Tamori, and they're saying it should have been offside that.
Well, I just wondered, Tamori, did he step up just as the ball was about to be played? Did he get it right or not, the defender? What he does well, though, is reacts, gets back, and makes up.
Oh, Patania, how on earth can you just air kick it?
Spalletti's reaction.
If that was Mertens, that would have been it.
Almost 6 gone in the second half. Six in the box here for Napoli, met by Tonali. Zielinski.
Well, that clearing header from Tonali, that's exactly what he should have done. With Napoli's goal, he moved forward, got there first and cleared the danger.
Macias. Towards Ibrahimovic. What a good take that was from Ospina.
Excellent, good goalkeeping. It was Ibrahimovic's all day long until Ospina decided to go and command his box.
Tamori. Described Milan's recent form, Tamori, as a strange moment. Needs some momentum again. Macias. Brahim Diaz just got away from it. Not the best of touches. Romagnoli. Ibrahimovic. Glancing header to Junior Macias.
Whoa.
Was it a shot? Was it a cross? It was neither. It certainly was a waste. Ibra does really well to get a glancing touch to Macias, but it was only the goal or a teammate.
For those not aware of the backstory of Macias, it's quite a remarkable story. 10 years ago, he was a delivery driver playing at amateur level with a team of Peruvian refugees in Italy. Moved to the country at the age of 20. He's still in contact with those lads that he played for. He's in an amateur side, has worked his way up through the levels, scored in the Champions League this season. It's a brilliant story as Lobotka here comes on for Diego Dema. He's been out with a hamstring injury, Lobotka, since the 4th of December.
Dema's looked off the pace, hasn't he, as well, so Lobotka, let's see if he can improve things in that midfield for Napoli.
Lobotka replaced, doing something. That guy wouldn't even get in my team, that guy's shite.
Half-time, 4-0 win for Napoli. I thought he was one of the unsung heroes.
Lobotka, the guy's shite.
You're right, played really well. Pick out start.
He's just come on for Diego Dema. The only reason he's got that first name is he's named after Diego Maradona.
Space out wide here. It's Malqui.
Oh, come on, you can do better balls than that, you French git. Yeah, you've got a stupid ball in it, didn't even beat the first player.
It's worth reminding you that a win here for Napoli would take them level on points with Milan. Zielinski. Elmas. Now Zielinski. Petagna. Elmas makes the run into the box. It comes to the left here. And Piotr Zielinski.
Come on. Put it in the box. Put it in the box, you absolute boy-head git.
Or in the box here.
And that was shite. That was shite.
Just enough on that. And rolls out now to front Kessie.
Shape of the cross was all wrong, as always, just chipped up to that back post. Mannion does well to once again come out and collect.
Come on, Milan, don't score, please. That would just make it even worse.
Forthcoming round of midweek games. Serie A sides will return to action on the 6th of January. Milan's first game back is against Roma. Napoli go to Juventus. Both live on BT Sport.
Yes, these are quite like the winter break in Italian football. Managed to get 2 or 3 days off to come back for Christmas. The only problem is when you go back to training, it's like pre-season for 3 or 4 days. That's no good. Can't see how he was the one that fouled Malqui, but his little chip ball, Mannion does enough.
Well, that is Dries Mertens. I can just about tell underneath the snoot. He'll be hoping to come on at some point.
How did he manage to get a card? He's shite.
The crowd here already with their boos accusing Napoli of time wasting. It's cleared by Romagnoli. Flicked on by Ibrahimovic.
Are they legit on FIFA giving these new cards out legit to everyone? Most of the players I've not even heard of.
The player who's down.
Kessie once again is just looking at the ball, but he is built with solid stuff. Kessie was
They're giving a card to someone who plays for Burton, shite. Giving someone who plays for Salford City, shite.
need more, don't they, Milan? If you think of how mobile their attack used to be, how they'd run the channels, how they'd stretch teams, and having to play a very different way and finding it difficult.
He's coached 7 of the 20 current Serie A clubs, Luciano Spalletti. Did he win the league for the first time this season? It's clearly a big ask with Inter looking so
Who at the moment is a legend because he's actually done something right with his starting lineup for once.
But we've got a long way still to go.
We have, and he'll be thinking, of course, when eventually he gets all his injured players back.
But for once, it worked. For once. Because usually we concede first.
Allowed to bounce.
Whoa! Have that, Milan! Shove me up your ass and call you good night. Whoa!
Malqui.
Yeah, because the 3 points are going to Naples, so have that, Milan.
Romagnoli.
No, they're going to Naples.
I'm pretty hopeful, I'm told, at Milan that Romagnoli will eventually sign a new deal.
Nah.
You know, Raiola
Come on.
in talks. He must be one of
Come
the
on,
busiest
do
guys
something, get a
in
second.
football at the moment. You know, Raiola, you look through his list of clients. This time of year as well, with some of them, their deals up in the summer.
Yes, absolutely. I I'm sure he puts out plenty of stories in the papers as well for the advantage of his clients in those negotiations, but it's an important part of.
Come on, that's a foul. Referee was holding on to the back of him. What an absolute git this referee is.
Macias. Tripped by
Hey, that's not a foul.
Free kick to Milan.
Oh, something biased. You don't give a foul to Napoli for something similar, but you give one to Milan. Cheating gits.
Pressing edge as well. They've got half an hour or so to find him.
Yes, and sometimes it doesn't matter how you win. It is ugly. They still mean exactly the same, and that's 3 points. But just setting something like that before Christmas.
If I am
going so well.
if I am Jesus, I would go to Zlatan Ibrahimovic and do what Robinson did and literally kick through the cunt.
Other players now. Giroud, of course, is on the bench.
Yeah, because that's what Robinson did to get sent off. I would do that to Zlatan Ibrahimovic because I don't like him. He gets away with boom. He gets away with murder.
Diagonals or the balls into Ibra with the flicks. It's just not enough.
I just wonder whether Daniel Maldini could be.
It's like when Sweden faced Spain that it literally Zlatan should have been sent off because he literally elbowed Aspilicueta in the back and got away with that.
Been a little bit of speculation. He might be considered for a start tonight.
He does that and literally gets away with it. When I think, God, oh, you
interception now.
stupid git!
Some very good last-ditch defending.
Well, he knows exactly where the ball is. First yard is in his head.
I thought that was it. Gonna be a second there.
Lobotka.
Oh, don't give the ball to Lobotka. He'll just lose it or foul. Yeah, he is shite. Come on, Spalletti, bring on Mertens and actually go for it and try and get a second because he doesn't like you going for it.
Could touch that to Macias. Too much on the
Whoa, that's Zlatan! Oh, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to do the karate kick. Oh.
But just overhits and also know your players. Ibrahimovic, you're going to be sprinting onto that sort of thing. It's been scrappy, hasn't it? Really has. Here's some good defending though from Tomori. He's been vital at the heart of Milan's defence, but it's at the other end where they need something.
Ibrahimovic understandably frustrated the service that he's been getting tonight. And we're going to see
No! And this is the one guy that I will not, in any returns for AC Milan, will ever say anything bad about this guy. There's only 2 players that Milan. There's 2 players from Milan I refuse to say anything awful about, even though they're playing on the opposite side. A.K. Tomori, and who's coming on? Olivier Giroud.
Well, it's certainly a big call now from Pioli.
I can't, and I will never will.
Macias, also for Salamakers, but whatever it is, these are vital times to change the way this game is going.
Oh God, he's coming on the one player I can't pronounce his name. And it's the only Milan player I can't pronounce it. Makers, whatever you want to shitey call him. I'm going to Makers. For some reason, it's just how I think. Yeah, he's coming on. And on comes Giroud. They are not! And if Giroud scores, fair enough. If Ibrahimovic scores, he can shove it up his ass. Quite good night. I'll come down there and literally kick him and kick right through the bastard.
Di Lorenzo with the ball down the line, tended for Elmas. That's very well done by Lorenzi.
I just don't like him because he gets away with murder on the pitch. I just don't like players who get away with stuff for doing dirty challenges, and he's one of them. But the one I got that I hate even more, I really do hate this guy because he gets away with blooming more murder than Ibrahimovic. His name's called Sadio fucking up the Asmani.
Signs the crowd getting a little frustrated.
He's exactly the same as Ibrahimovic. He does similar things and gets away with it, but in the Premier League, you would see some of his challenges he would get sent off for in other leagues.
You know he can be dangerous, but he's been sloppy, made poor decisions at times as well. Like that pass there from Lozano. A lot of mistakes out there.
Because in Italy, you got to be in Serie A. You got to be really careful what challenges you do, because they go to the monitor quite more often than they do in the Premier League. That's a little bit why I like watching Serie A, the Italian leagues a bit more, because they know how to work all the technology better. Yeah, but most of the time they're really spot on. But it's on the odd occasion, on occasion, to get the odd one wrong.
Struggling a bit here. Malqui after
Except
that tackle with
except if you're a Premier League ref, you do it all the time. Especially if your name is Anthony Taylor, you do it more than once.
Flipped on here towards Ramani, and it's a good defensive header that by Macias.
Yeah.
And the keeper is absolutely livid because the ball's come in. He's given Romagnoli a shout to leave it.
Come on, Spalletti, bring someone on. Come on, Spalletti, bring someone on. And bring on Mertens, please.
Lack of understanding between teammates out there.
The other one that I wouldn't mind him bringing on just for a little bit of speed, bring on Adamunas. Because it means you got more Adamunas.
Ongisa. Elmas. Lozano. Lebonka.
Come on, shoot! Oi! You should drop! You should be fucking dropped. You are shite.
Might hit this. And finds Britannia.
And the guy's name is it's Irving Lozano.
Nice 1-2.
That's not a foul, it's just pure strength. Referee, you've lost control of this match. And you booked him just for that. Oh, what a cunt!
Free kick and the yellow card.
All he's done was an elbow in the back and the place just fell over. It's basically strength. Get on the weights, Salamanca shite, and also get your name rechanged to make it easy for people to say.
Tonali. It's Tonali again. Pioli has said he's convinced he can continue to improve.
I mean,
Grow a lot in
come on,
terms
Spalletti, for God's sake, bring someone on.
defensively.
You're starting to get annoyed.
Julian Scott
Oh, you get.
intercepted by Romagnoli. Giroud. Salamanca.
Come on.
Tonali. Macias. In a good position here. And plenty of
Have
in the
it.
box. Macias goes on.
Way! Have that! Sit down. Sit down and don't get back up.
I thought he was going to let fly the first attempt. Instead, he just goes across that little bit more, gets around every Napoli defender. But
Have that, AC Milan shite.
not too far away. Better play from Junior Macias.
That's a foul, ref.
Britannia.
Come on. Come on, fat fuck. Show us how you can run. Oh, you don't run forward. You only go backwards because you're a lazy bastard. Britannia. Who else do I call a lazy bastard? The guy who looks like he's put on...
You have got a full
The guy
midweek round
looks
of
like he's
games
put on
in
10
Serie A
stone.
Coming up for you on BT Sport. Lots to look forward to. Udinese, Salernitana, Tuesday tea time.
Yeah. And it shows that he doesn't want to run when he gets the ball, so he goes and decides, I'm going to pass it backwards, let everyone else do it. A lazy bastard. Because I know if that was Mertens, he would have actually continued on running with the ball.
Di Lorenzo. Lobotka. Naqui. Lozano. Onguisa. Algefelmas.
Go on, have a crack. Have a shot. You're in prime position.
Keeps hold of it.
Shoot. Oh, you French twat. And that's a ball. That's not a foul. Fuck off.
Good patient play from Napoli. At some point,
Barrel Torres off the pitch. Fuck off. I hope you get injured. I hope you're on the treatment table.
Yellow carded.
Cheating cunt.
Minutes ago, so has to be careful, the Napoli right back. Surely now Spalletti must look to Mertens on the bench.
Yes, because Britannia's a lazy cunt.
A player like Mertens might be able to take advantage.
Final 20 minutes here. Let's tell you about some of the other games we have coming up midweek. Juve at home against.
Oh, come on.
Tuesday 7:30 for that on BT Sport 2. And at Marassi, Ladea are the visitors up against Shevchenko's Genoa. You could really do with some points, couldn't they? Big game that for Shevchenko's, already under a bit of pressure. Macias. Ibrahimovic won the header. Nudged by
That's a foul. Well done.
Well,
Well, ref.
on his return to the side today has been excellent.
He's done well. Strong player as well. Needs to be against Kessie, but just holds his ground. Neat and tidy in possession. Calming influence.
Fulham fans must be watching this, wondering if they can have him back.
I remember seeing him a few years back play a number of times, and he did look outstanding, but he's certainly very comfortable at this level.
He's played in 4 of the top 5 European leagues now as well. Onguisa, only the Bundesliga left in that respect. Florenzi's ball into the box. Britannia being pressurised by Tonali, forced to go back to Ospina.
Not exactly sure where Britannia was going there, but closing down for Milan. To block off all routes to a teammate.
It's not easy to knock off.
Come on, Spalletti. Bring someone on, you twat.
He's a unit. He's certainly strong, guards the ball well, but just wonder now, 70-odd minutes is his race run. He's still out there.
His race was run even before a ball was freaking kicked.
For Spalletti. It's another night tonight where he started and he's done a good job for the team, as he did against Leicester in the Europa League. Nice dummy there by Salamakis. Can they get some service into Giroud and Ibrahimovic? Balotelli's cross. Florenzi, Macias. Giroud's header.
Whoa!
Spencer.
Sit down, get on your plane, and go back to France.
No point doing it on the angle from 60, 70 yards away. Good play, wasn't it, from Salamakis? They get level with the box, now whip it in. 3 Milan players going for the ball, but it wasn't in front of them. Giroud had to just stoop backwards. Very difficult skill.
Been out for a while, Olivier Giroud, since that 1-0 win at Atletico on the 24th of November. It's been a muscle injury that's been the problem for Giroud. Love that quote once from Olivier Giroud when Benzema had been talking about the competition up front for France, and Benzema said, "Don't confuse a Formula One car with a go-kart." And Giroud's response was, "I'm a world champion go-kart."
France, certainly the attacking options are spoiled for choice, aren't they? Quality players. But Giroud, that experience, can he bring that to bear? Because Milan badly need a goal.
Salamakis looking to burst through here. Juan Jesus nicked it off it. Seeing signs of
Yeah.
Juan Jesus, who once upon a time was a pretty highly rated defender, very much lost his way.
No.
Roma, where hardly saw any football at all in the latter stages of his time there. He always said that he wasn't injured when he wasn't used.
Well, the referee finally had to give us something.
Napoli side at the moment, and
Took your time.
well, certainly tonight anyway.
He is, needs must, and sometimes you need a manager that believes in you. Right sort of circumstances. Let's hope he goes on to better things, but I think it's vital that he does play well for Napoli. Those players that do come in have to show their worth, and he is tonight.
That could be part of the secret, because of course he's been reunited with Spalletti, who was his coach for a season at Roma in the 2016-17 campaign. Lobotka. Gonna see Politano shortly.
Oh my fucking god, Spalletti, get your head strong, bring Mertens on, and fucking go as bad as cunt. You're doing my head in, this man. He's bringing on Matteo Politano.
It's like Unas is also going to be brought on.
Oh, he's bringing on Unas, so that means Mertens ain't coming on.
Well, when cameos that he has come on,
Oh.
energy and hope.
That means Mertens ain't coming on.
Well, on the counter-attack
Yet again.
as well.
I want to go to Italy, get a one-night flight to Italy, go and meet Spalletti himself, and say something to use this disrespectful cunt.
They just haven't been able to.
They've really lacked imagination
They
tonight,
have, haven't they?
haven't
Yeah, and you look at Tonali, I'm expecting him to do.
Yeah, because somehow he doesn't. It sounds like this manager doesn't rate him when he's Napoli's all-time goal scorer, so you have to rate him.
Pulled it back for Battaglia.
Oh! Britannia's actually had a fucking shot!
No,
And it took him 76 minutes!
So he makes a good first touch now, just hit the target.
But he didn't hit it properly, he shanked it! Fucking hell. If that was Mertens, that'd be on target!
That wasn't it.
So Lozano is one of those making
Yeah,
waves.
you're one player that won't get any applause from me. You've been shy all game, Lozano.
He's the other who's done very well, hasn't he, to get 17
Why are you taking Lazinski off? He's been the better player.
difficulties in his last game, fairly early on into it, 22 minutes of that last game.
Be interested to find out who's going to be captain.
It is good to see him quite right back, fit and well.
And one of the players coming on here, Unas, was actually
I'm just trying to-
outside of his home just an hour before he joined up with the Napoli squad to leave for Milan. Hardly ideal circumstances. Benacer has come on here for Milan, and it's Tonali who's been withdrawn.
I'm slightly surprised that one took so long. Benacer has 12 minutes plus to try get his team out of a hole here.
So, Samu Castillejo.
Wait! Spalletti has a heart! I will now stay in my own country. I ain't going anywhere. He finally listens. And you can go, you fat beef fuck! You'll get my respect. Fuck off. Fuck off out the club, you fat cunt. Here go, legend! Romans! Show us why you can score and that fat fuck can't kick a ball.
Someone pounds out in the final 12 minutes here.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying. He toe points it. When if you toe point it, it's not going to go anywhere.
Defenders to keep it nice and solid. None of it. There's 3 attackers out there. Small, quick.
I don't want you turning into fucking John Joe Shelby and he's the famous footballer who told points all the time.
Politano.
Now we're going for it.
Romagnoli. Maignan.
Ooh, are they going 2 up front? They are. They're going 2 up front. Ooh, they're definitely going for it now.
7 of those 2. Here's Ibrahimovic and Giroud and Ibrahimovic.
Whoa, how's that, Ibra? Ah, shove it up your arse, Enko. Good night.
There you saw the experience come out. Ibrahimovic to Giroud, lovely 1-2, but Romani does really.
Romani finally actually does something
where
right.
that pass is going.
Final 10 minutes approaching. The outswinging delivery.
Yes,
The heading
well done.
by Romani. Ballo-Touré.
Come on.
Back into the box it goes towards Ibrahimovic.
Go on, Mertens.
Mertens got it clear.
You shouldn't be clearing it. You should be up. You should be upfield. You're the striker.
Tamori. Will there be some urgency here from Milan in the final 10
You're the main. You're the main striker, so you should be upfield, not clearing the clearance.
Level on points with the Rossoneri.
Strikers don't do that.
They have to now take some chances.
It's weird 'cause it's the first time in ages I've seen a lineup. And Mario Rui's not even in the team. That's the first fair thing.
Counter, that's where they're going to be exposed, but they have to. It hasn't worked so far. They need to commit more bodies forward, get them in good areas.
But it sounds like we're doing well without certain players. So
Maybe
it's...
another 1-0 win at San Siro for Napoli, as it was in this fixture last season. Politano got the only goal that day, one of the players who's just come on.
Come on.
Don't. Plenty beyond it.
Hey! It was I should have shot it. It's your own player.
Florenzi. And it's Ibrahimovic.
That ball's already out, Rev. That ball's already out. Fuck off. That caught in the shite.
Straight into the back of Ibra. He was not happy, but eventually managed to win his side a corner kick. Now set piece. Plenty of attackers in the box, Milan, that can score.
Will something drop for Ibrahimovic?
No, it won't. No, it won't. It won't work if you can't be the first man.
Salamakis. Kessie. Just sitting back a bit here. Napoli being forced back maybe by Milan.
They are, and they've been disappointing as well on the counter-attack. Should be offering a lot more of a threat going the other way, but just holding on at the moment.
Go on, Unas. Go on, lad. Oh, unlucky.
Taken off him by Ballo-Touré. Salamakis. Good run forward by Ballo-Touré, sliding in Romani.
Nah, I'm confident.
Tamori.
I'm confident.
Castillejo.
Clear it. Well done.
Where he wanted it.
On.
And Ibrahimovic.
Way! We give you one of the players. You still couldn't finish it. You shy, Ibra. Way!
Somehow, that doesn't happen very often. What an awful attempted clearance it was from Ongisa. Almost gave the chance to the big Swede, but that first touch there, too far in front.
Come on.
Lobotka. Di Lorenzo. Jesus just kept it in. Tamori got it clear. Headed by Lobotka. into this weekend, Milan had scored the joint most goals in the final 30 minutes of Serie A matches this season. While Napoli have conceded 54% of their goals during that period, the final half an hour of games, 7 of 13.
I like your way of thinking, Adam. So we're expecting a goal.
What the heck are they bringing on now?
To see, but
Fucking hell. Are we bringing on the entire substitutes bench or something?
Breaks down on the edge of the box from Mani with the clearance.
Ah, now I get who's coming on. Fazzy Gulam. So it's whoever's our left back is going off. What does that mean, Mel? Quit, you're
The
off.
Napoli are grinding this out. Can they see it through? Be one of their biggest wins of the season if they can.
Why are you calling it our biggest win of the season? Our biggest win of the season was beating Juve.
And in trying circumstances as well. And Spalletti saying before the game, with tongue-in-cheek, that it would be quicker to read out the list of players who are available than those who are not.
Come on, let's hang on. Oh, unlucky Mertens.
They could come here and keep a clean sheet and take all 3 points. That would be extremely impressive from Milan's point of view. You're at home. You have to certainly show more than they're showing at the moment.
Who's coming off? Oh, don't know who's coming.
Goalscorer.
Elmas is coming off. Are you having a fucking laugh, you cunt? Are you having a fucking laugh? Do not take off a left back for a centre mid. You twat.
Lulu has come on here, a straight swap at full-back with Florenzi, presumably.
This Spalletti doesn't know his arse from his elbow. He's took a left back. He's put a left back on and took a centre mid off.
The Algerian international Fawzi Gulen.
Why would you do that? You take a left back off for a left back and a centre mid off for a centre mid. You don't do it for either one. It's just wrong. This manager does not know how to be a manager.
Giroud felt there was a push on him. Slobodka.
Oh, he's done well. Just getting out of trouble. Calm in possession.
It's more to the fact, why would you bring a left back on and not take a left back off? If you take a centre mid off, if you bring a centre mid on, take a centre mid off. Fazzy Gulam, who's literally out, who's quite very experienced. Oh, we're in 86 at the moment. Napoli basically, since they've gone 1-0 up, have basically sat on this.
Comes up, Giroud gets in a right angle. Di Lorenzo.
Oh, you put your thumbs up, but you bring on a left back for a centre mid, shite.
Remember, Stefano Pioli has never beaten a side coached by Spalletti. Spalletti is unbeaten in 30.
Yeah, but there's also a good omen with Spalletti for this game. He's never lost to the actual manager of Milan at the moment. He's never lost to him in 10 matches.
Final 3 minutes.
It's the same one that Man City have. Everybody hates it.
Can Napoli hold out? Salamakers with the slip. Keeps the ball, and then was he fouled? No, says the
I wouldn't like it, because the pride of your team is actually seeing the logo that represents the club, not just the name. And our logo always has a lion on it, which is iconic.
3 or 4 times and lost it each and every time. Not what's required for a sub. Milan still push forward, trying to find a bit of quality, but just not seen that so far. Still minutes to go. Let's see.
Flicked on by Ibrahimovic.
Well done, Ospina. Whew, I had my head in my hands for a moment there.
All smiles now, but slight confusion. Deficit touches from Gulen. Unfortunately, that wasn't.
I'll have to have a look and see who it is.
What was going the other?
Napoli's originally was Zielinski, and then as soon as he came off, it was given to Mertens.
action this coming Wednesday. Milan go to
Come on.
Napoli are at home to Spezia.
Come on. Let's get out!
Salamanca's got his pass away. Advantage play to Kalulu.
Oh, I'm going to make his breathe.
Final minute approaching.
Jesus, what are you doing that for? Jesus! 2 shit clearances!
Ballo-Touré in towards Olivier Giroud.
Get out! Out!
Castellano, Kessie!
Fuck's sake!
Right at the end! It's Kessie for Milan! It's heartbreak for Napoli! Pioli in there celebrating with the players. I've never seen him move so quick. 1-1.
They finally get their bit of luck. They get the ball in the danger area. It's a scrappy goal, but it doesn't matter. Feed the 2 strikers you've got on the pitch. Try and get support in and around the box, and eventually they get their stroke of luck. It comes out to Kessie, and this time he does show great composure, tucks it away. Napoli players are prone, trying to stop the ball, but it breaks to Kessie.
Oh, to the side deflection. Ah.
Just couldn't quite see it out. Napoli so close to a huge 3 points now.
Possible offside?
Wait a second.
Oh!
VAR check ongoing
Okay.
for a possible offside.
Alright, alright. Someone offside?
Giroud gets a touch there.
Ah,
The
but...
ball comes through. Was Giroud previously offside? That's, I think,
Oh!
question.
Oh!
Looks harsh.
Oh, here we go.
Referee here, Davide Massa.
He's going to look to see if it's offside.
Yeah, coming across to have a look.
You can see
Yep, Giroud's
Kessie
offside.
on the deck when the
Giroud
shot
is offside. That he is offside.
Is Ospina his eyesight? Is it taken away because of Giroud?
But it's offside. If this is given, then that's bullshit.
What a big call this is. What way is he going to go?
I still think he's offside because he's still there and he's also blocking the eye on the keeper.
Look at this, isn't he, Davide Massa? And
He-
Leandro Di Paolo is the VAR official who's told him to have a look at this.
I think it's offside. If it's given, then it's shocking.
Coming now.
Yeah! Yeah!
Not the referee with the arm up.
Have that! Shove up your ass! Have a good night! Pioli and Milan shite! Yeah, learning future.
Wow.
Don't go mental with a celebration because you know it could not stand. Woo! Oh. Oh my god.
Is the ball
We just got out of jail.
back? It's Giroud is on the ground here.
Oh my.
Obviously he tries to attempt to play it. Jesus gets there anyway, but because he's offside, that attempt at getting the ball
Jesus Christ.
has led to him being given offside, and the goal doesn't count.
So Napoli could be about to see it out.
Yeah.
Could be about to claim a very important 3 points here, unless, well, it's a minimum of 4 minutes added time, but clearly we're going to have a bit more than that now. And I think this could be quite frantic.
Yeah.
Well, it's just got to be hit and hope, get it in the
Yeah,
box.
but the other, but I understand what they were. I think I might have looked. When I look at the replay, why it might have been offside might have been due to the fact that it could have been blocking the keeper's eye line as well, because that also comes into play. That's what it could also be a factor.
Kessie with the ball into the box. Giroud with the knockdown.
But it was offside, and you can say that, but it wasn't involved with play.
Offside again. Yeah, we can see. Plenty of space in between.
No, but they're saying that he attempted to do so, and I think that's why he was offside. That's why they gave him offside, because he actually tried to make movement towards the ball. I think they were thinking that he was making movement towards the ball.
How quickly he got over there to celebrate with the players. That's the thing, isn't it, with VAR now these days?
And have it, Milan, and fucking Zlatan. Have that.
And then everything goes flat as a pancake, doesn't it, for the side that's been denied?
I'm thinking Pioli's not a big fan of VAR. What do you think?
Not right now. Maybe another Chance, last chance perhaps for Milan to get it forward. It's a minimum, remember, of 4 minutes added time. Toure. Surely just has to be direct here now. Got two big front men up there in Giroud and Ibrahimovic.
Come on.
Benacer won it back quickly. Salamakers has peeled wide. Needs a good ball into the box.
Get it out.
It was the impressive Ongisa who had to improvise a bit there. We're in a 5th minute of added time and a chance.
Oh, referee.
Right at the depth to send one into the box. I wonder whether the goalkeeper might even come forward here.
Silly foul again to give away, just all over the back. Unas has come on. The subs really haven't done the job that they were sent on to do. It's just a push in the back. It's always going to be a foul.
Spalletti irritated. 5th minute of added time, going into a 6th. Came out to be struck by Salamakers, and that could be it. He wants the final whistle. Napoli on the brink here. As it's flicked on by Politano, as still we go on.
Go on, Gulam.
Kalulu did well there. Castillejo. 3 in the box for Milan. Another good defensive header.
Come on, ref. You played an extra 2 minutes.
Volley clearance by Juan Jesus, but it just keeps coming back at Napoli. Benacer, 7th minute of added time, thumped against Mertens.
Come on.
Check of the watch from the referee, Davide Massa.
Come on, boys.
A priceless victory here for Napoli.
By luck. I'll say that again.
Illustrate. Still, Stefano Pioli cannot get the better of Luciano Spalletti.
Full time, Napoli 1, AC Milan 0. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed that. What an ending to the game that was. Like, subscribe to the bell notification to get to post. I don't know if there's going to be any more watch-alongs yet. I'm going to wait to the news tomorrow, see how the Premier League is going to do with fixture-wise. See if there'll be any more Chelsea ones for a little bit. I don't know. We'll wait and see on that news. But there will be Napoli. So that might not be until the after they have their winter break. So, hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. Like, subscribe.